my channel, Shay's Tarot. So you know we about to get things started. This is for September. We're gonna do general. So anything comes up, okay? So we just gonna give a whole storyline, okay? And if it's not meant for you, it's not for you. Take what you need and take what you, well, don't take what you don't need. Anyways, let's get started. What we got going on for Aries? You're getting real tired of putting a lot of work in. You've been working, Aries, you've been overworking yourself a whole lot. You've been giving into a lot of time. You've been giving people that need your time, but it seems like it's a lot. It seems like it's coming up for a time for a vacation in September, you know, like, or at least, you know, not a full vacation since you know the whole thing going on. But, you know, there is time for a breather. Have some fun September. Relax. Go outside into nature. That's what it's looking like it's time for you guys. You have given everything you need. And when you get this break, you will be able to come back and give a better mindset of yourself, a better you, or a refreshed version of yourself. So that's definitely happening. So now it's like, and in that vacation, okay, so Aries, that vacation is very well needed. Obviously, it definitely is, because when you come back, you're gonna have some new ideas. You're gonna do some things, especially for you Aries that are working in offices. I definitely see that you guys are definitely coming back to your team work, and you're definitely like, you know what, I got something brand new. I thought about this over vacation. And not saying you're thinking about work, but usually for you, for the type of sign you guys are, you're relaxing, but you're still on guard, and you're making sure, like, I got my you know, I got my ideas. I came back refreshed, better than ever. You ain't got to say no more. You know, so now I'm back in the office with the team making new ideas. And, you know, here we go. You know, a brand new, refreshed me. Like, I'm back in the game. So, you know, you're good to go. Ain't nothing to worry about, you know. So take your well-needed vacation. But I will say, when you come back, do not overload yourself too much. Do not overload yourself too much. Aries, you knocking cards on my hand with the ideas, and do not give too many of your ideas too fast, because if you give your ideas too fast, it's almost, you'll run yourself dry and they'll become redundant, and you kind of feel like in a rut again, and that you need to take another vacation when you already kind of use your vacation time, and unless you know you're gonna call out a word, you know. So, but most definitely, Aries, you're gonna realize some of you will still honestly slip up and give too much of your ideas, and will have nothing left for now to really say. So be careful. Do not give them everything, even though you built it up over time, and you took that vacation, you thought about it, and you got, like, I mean, you got a list full of ideas for this, like, coming back to your jobs. And even for entrepreneurs, same thing. Do not give out everything too fast, because if you do that, you're gonna feel like a sitting duck, and you're just gonna wait for everything to come into fruition, but it's gonna be slow, you know. Still coming, but it's gonna be slow. So be careful of that, because then you will feel kind of out of place and feel like, I don't have anything to do. I need something to do. I have nothing to do, and I done used up all my ideas. So be careful for that. So watch how much you give to people, how much ideas you relate to people, because some people will take your ideas and use it against you in a way to benefit themselves, not to harm you or anything, or to tear down your image, but just to make themselves look better, because they don't have the ideas that you had. So, you know, people envy your brain in this work area, field, whatever it is. People do envy that you are pretty good at what you do. So be very careful of that. Work with the right people, tell the right people the right ideas, and not to say lie, but more of feed the child, feed their thoughts, and, you know, not in, and I know if it, hopefully it makes sense when I say feed their thoughts. Don't give them what they want, but almost give them what they want, almost as if you're treating them like a child, because these people around you in this industry, co-workers, competition, all this and that, they want to hear something. So if that makes sense, almost like you tell a child, like, you know, if a child asks if the sky is gray, and you just, well, yeah, the sky is gray, because you get tired of them asking questions all day, right? So you're dealing with adults with the same type of mindset. So please the mind when you need to please the mind, and then keep your peace and your protection and your ideas to yourself. So that's most definitely one thing that's going on here. Now, going into personal home so far, So you do have, like last month, especially for most of you Aries, that you do have this comforting energy at home, and personal life was not really in the way. Now I will say, of course, you know, it's almost like you and your partner will get into conflict, and it will be more of, this was needed, this was time, and this was needed, because it's just kind of time. Like, it's crazy to say that, but it was kind of time. So, you know, while the money and everything is flowing, while work is back flowing, you know, vacation is over, you're not really spending time with your partner like you was during your little vacay, and you feel like you just didn't get enough at the same time, just because of your person. You just want to be engulfed in your person, but you know, it's life really can't happen that way until, you know, you get rich, because you know the goal is to get rich, you know. So that there will be a conflict that arises, but it's due to stress a little bit, you know, here, and just both of you guys back to the grind, and just, you know, getting back to what needs to be done to pay the bills. But I will definitely say there is some positivity coming your way, a big change coming your way. So like I said, that little arguments here and there, they're nothing. They're really just honestly petty arguments you're going to have with your partner. And even if it's not a partner, definitely some friends, you will have a little bit of conflict here. Close friends. I'm not going to just say any friends here, because who wants to argue with that many people if you got that many friends, right? So most definitely you guys will be having a positive change, a positive rift in your life happen. And this will definitely come to you in a revelation in your sleep. Or when you first wake up, you will definitely know what you dreamed about. And this dream will be about you expanding upon your thoughts and your ideas. And just your judgment. Your judgment is going to be key. Your intuition is going to be key for the month of September. So be very attentive to the butterflies in your stomach. Be very attentive to the thoughts in your head about certain things that may arise. You know, don't always, you know, people love to call you guys crazy, but September, you're definitely not crazy. So definitely stick to your tuition. That's your story. You're sticking to it. Stick to it, because your story will most likely be right. End of September, we're going to be going out with a crazy bang. Like, we're going to be going out with a crazy bang. And it's going to be very hectic, because you're going to feel like people playing games with you, you know? You're going to feel like life is playing games with you. You're going to be very tested. Like, your patience will be tested, just to see how relaxed were you really during this vacay, right? This little mini vacay, you know? This is just trying to see if you're going to be in the same mind space that you used to be before you left work, or you left, you know, for whatever the vacation time being. So it's gonna happen anyways. Do not get too overwhelmed, because it's just expected to happen, because everything is going so good. Like I said, you came back with all of these ideas, and you know, people are already just upset that your ideas will get chosen for whatever, especially in the competition wise for this month of September. Whatever this competition is, just know you will most likely be in the top 5. Especially most of you will be winning. Your competition very shaken a little bit, because they didn't expect that. Especially because you haven't been in this job for very long, for too long. So it's going to be impressionable, but that people are seeing you pass them up. A little bit more disputes may arise between, especially mother figure you have. So, and it's not, like I said, these are not bad disputes. These are all annoyances. Your big themes for September is rebirth, infertility so far. Rebirth is in action, and that's why those little annoyances of disputes with people are just getting out the way, because we have bigger problems to deal with. We got bigger things to deal with. We have a rebirth waiting to happen. And I won't say this rebirth is happening in September. Some of you, yeah, but not a lot of you. This rebirth is really waiting to happen after, like, right when September ends. Boom, it's time for a rebirth to start. I do have fertility or Beltane. I take it as looking at this, that, and of course in reverse, that basically, like I said, intimate relationships, emotions, bonds will have their disputes. Going back and forth a little too much about the small things. You guys might be fighting over eggs. Another theme is cleansing. That's why, so you're cleansing all those ideas. It's definitely for the month of September. Cleansing all those ideas out. But take your time when cleansing. Do it at a good pace, almost in a ritualistic way. So make sure you know, and don't give it to them dry like that. Give them what they need at the time that is needed. Also, fulfillment. You'll be working on fulfilling a lot of your task, of your ideas. So most definitely that will be happening for you in September. Please steady pace yourself. take your time, do everything right on the dime when you need to do everything on the dime, Aries, because timing is everything for the month of like September to fulfill your cup. Timing is everything because your rebirth is waiting to happen at the end of this month of September. So Aries, you know, it seems like a lot of it relate to your money. I know we got a little personal here and there, but like I said, there are more nags and annoyances, but nothing much more. But Aries, I hope you enjoyed, and you know, book with me below, and see you guys later. All right, what's up, Leos? What's up, Leos? What's up? I know it's your season right now. It's been coming in hot. I know. See what's going on for your month of September now that Leo season will be unfortunately over, you know. So Leos, of course, the first card that comes out is the Six of Wands, and I would love to show y'all. Look at you guys. Of course, lion energy. So most definitely September, you still coming in hot. Still money. Like the way you set yourself up in August, you done set yourself up amazing for your season, okay? And you done set yourself up good enough that you can ride your season out into the Virgo season, you know? So you definitely did well in that. Now I will say that coming into Virgo season, there will be some conflict. And it's funny because I was picking up Leo with Aries, I felt like, but you never know. So there will be a little conflict more with especially Leos that are a mother. So it will be a little bit of a little conflict with your child. It won't be bad, but this is something just well needed as well too. For the same thing for Aries, it was just well needed, and it was just that time to get into it for a second. You know, it's nothing too bad, nothing too hectic. But other than that, you know, going into that first week of September, we are still flowing. Communication is not that bad. Like I said, just between you and your child, open up that communication a little bit more. And yeah, and if it's not your child, I know it's definitely like someone younger that you have mentored. But definitely, other than that, things will be peaceful. You're good. You know, you handled that, and we're back to flowing with the Page of Wands. So going into the Page of Wands, coming into the Eight of Pentacles, you guys are just still flowing well. I'm telling you, you still bringing in that Leo energy. You still making that money. You still putting in that hard work because you don't want it to stop. And I don't blame you. I wouldn't want it to stop either. So, but be careful not to neglect your emotions. Be careful not to neglect your personal self and yeah, just your personal self and your emotions when it's time. Because if you let that get in the way too much, and for some of you, it will happen anyways. But if you let that get in the way too much, you guys will have a possibility of kind of slowing down on your work a little bit, or having a lack of interest in it. Now, not saying you're going to be completely uninterested, but you will have a lack of interest, you know, at that point a little bit more of like you're ready to fall back for a second because you have been working your butts off for, you know, the Leo season, you know. So, you know, be careful with you holding back and persevere above that energy, you know, that almost lazy, I'm just gonna step back energy. And some of it is well needed where you kind of ready to relax because like I said, you went hard your season. I keep hearing rerouted, but you know, same thing, root yourself, ground yourself, do what needs to be done. And you know, you got this. And there's a lot of y'all energy is so strong here too because we had the Seven of Swords and the Strength card. And you guys are definitely working on just persevering above it all, above the emotions. It's more about persevering above your emotional standpoint because you don't want to get too caught up or dwelled in, you know, depression and sadness because some of you don't, and you know, no one likes that, but you know, you guys definitely do not like to get held back at all when it comes to that. So of course you're gonna persevere above that. You're gonna figure out where is this lethargic feeling coming from and all this and that. But you will gain your strength back and you will be back on, like, you know, on top, how you really feel, who you really are. Because of course, you know, now we're coming into the King energy. So you'll be back on your A game. You know, you never really lost it in the first place. Now, coming back into the personal standpoint, like I said, more emotions will arise dealing with the aspect of your family and your dynamic of your family. How do you feel about your family? Your themes for the month of September, Leos, is banishment. So you need to work on removing those energies from you. Intensification. Now, things will not feel as intense. It's almost a build-up going on here. So, like I said, the little conflict here and there. That's the same thing with Aries. It's nothing too much now, but do not get too overload in making your point across to be right, to the point that you come off as an a-hole a little bit here, you're doing too much, and then they, you know, people are kind of looking at you sideways, really just very passionate about what you're talking about. Also protection, so make sure you protect yourself from these energies. Not saying these people are bad energies, but also make sure you do protect yourself. I'm sorry, I see my aura, but make sure you do protect yourself. Work on manifesting everything that you want. Keep going with your rituals, your schedules. Keep going with that. Be careful of your words and what you say as well, because manifestation, of course, we all know is real. Words and spells. So pretty much, I know it's a little all over the place, Leos, but most definitely though. But I hope you guys enjoy. So, you know, like, subscribe, and I see you guys later. All right, Sagittarius, what's up? This is for your September 2020. What's going on, September 2020? Well, Sagittarius, you feel it somewhat, some peace here. So it's finally some serenity, some emotional peace. It's like about time, you know. It's been a lot going on here, a lot of great things, a lot of big things that have happened so far. But it definitely has helped flowed very well. Now, especially for you in relationships, you in this partnership right now, y'all are working on some new beginnings. Y'all are definitely trying to come up with some new stuff. You guys are definitely working on this communication effectively, doing things as a teamwork. You guys are meeting up over this thing, like almost talking in bed at night about, okay, so what's next for this relationship? What do we need to do next? Especially a lot of you are talking about moving into a new place, new home, you know, really just starting off with new beginnings with your partner. So you're really just trying to make sure that you guys are on the same cue and where your head is at and all this and that. So you're just trying to make sure, hey, look, we're partners in this, we're in here together. How we doing? Are we ready soon? How long would it take for us to be ready? Because you're ready, but you know, you're not trying to throw everything out the window and just rush it real fast. So that's most definitely something that's working out for you. Another thing that's working out for you is that money flowing in, and that's not just money. The abundance of life is flowing in, but everywhere you look, there is doggone just everything. Luck is just coming your way. Everything is flowing so smoothly and so perfectly, right? So, you know, just more luck. Like, I mean, like, you will find $50 on the ground. You will literally get a job you didn't apply for. You will like get like all these like strange things that will happen to you. Like, it just be like, what in the world? Like, you know, it's just I'm on punked, you know, kind of thing going on here. Am I being pranked? So definitely be a flow of that. You would definitely be flowing with everybody, from partnership to friendships to family ships, you know, call them family ships, I don't care. But definitely a lot would be going on here where you guys would definitely feel like everything is flowing just exactly how you would want it to flow. Now, I will say, you're going to be vibrating high, right? You're going to be vibrating very high. And low vibrational people are going to have a problem with you. Point blank, period. People are going to not understand why you're so happy. Especially people that have talked down on you. And want to see you unhappy for some strange reason. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That will be happening here. So just paying them no mind. And these low vibrational people will be people that you will be working with, to be honest with you. I got cards flowing out for you guys. So it's getting crazy. But do not let those vibrational people get in your way. They're low vibrational people. Not trying to insult anyone, but they're low vibrational people. And just keep it focused and don't feel like your path is unclear. Even if you feel like you're working and you're getting nowhere right now, you're getting somewhere. And you will get that sign that you're going to be going far, and that things will be changing for you as well. You have a big change coming in September, Sagittarius. This change will definitely involve a lot of you will be getting new jobs. So I guess it's the luck coming in there. So a lot of you will be getting a new job, new opportunities, be able to actually move where you want to move. So be ready for you to kind of start over. Now, some of you will take a job that actually will bring down your pay, but it's because this job is actually what really makes you happy, and you get the opportunity to grow within this job. So it will kind of, that will feel like it knocked you off your feet, you know, but making sure when you accept this job opportunity to lower that pay, make sure it really checks off everything else on your list. It's only going to be one thing, and it's the money. And not too much the money, that you can actually can grow your income within this job. Especially entrepreneurs. Same thing. Your opportunity, who you networking with, make sure you're making an opportunity to grow within your job, you know? So don't let it get you down too much, because honestly, like I said, at the end of this decision, you will be so satisfied. You will be definitely satisfied with your decision. Should be, most definitely. But like I said, you know, the work just begins, and it's time to work your butt off, you know, for what you really want. Well, what you already have, but to keep it and to obtain more. So that's definitely something that's going to be going on here. But like I said, you're going to be feeling that serenity, even if it's not that much of financial. That financial serenity is on the way. That more of that security, abundance is on the way. That stability is back on the way, because you never really lose it. You never really do. You just get a little worried, but don't doubt it. Universe is coming in time. Universe is definitely coming in time. Yeah, because like I said, you got a lot of flowing here. You have a lot of opportunities, a lot of streams coming in here. I mean, you will feel on top of the world, to be really frank with you. Definitely on top of the world here. So do not fear, the universe is here, you know. So themes for your September 2020 Sagittarius. Like I said, you'll be working on your relationships, most definitely, with the flow of your relationships and where this can go. You'll definitely be working on everything falling into place, because everything will fall into place. And you'll be working on containing everything that you need to contain, because what you're doing, you're not really going to be telling people like that. This is you're ready to make your grand finale on them. Like, you're ready to hit, you know, the news with the keys, with the car. Like, you know, let them know you've been working so hard for this, and you deserve it. You do deserve it. You deserve to flex if you want to flex, okay? Like, it is time in September. If you want to flex, you flex, but when the time comes. And the last theme is you done healed a lot, and you're doing great. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Keep going, keep doing your work, keep doing what you need to do, because it's fulfilling you more than you think inside. And you feel it each time you come home at night or you go to bed at night, because you will know that things are actually moving in the way that you want it to. You've been literally, that's all you were asking for. You were just asking for, hey, look, I just need the money to come in. I need the success to come in. I need the things that I work for. Like, I need the house, the car, all that stuff to come in. Sagittarius, enjoy yourselves. This is your achievement month. So, you guys enjoy and live it up. And, you know, contain those secrets. Hit them with a big old surprise and drop the bomb on them. So, you know, you're going to impress a lot of people. A lot of people that talk down on you are going to actually finally see that they were wrong for that. So, Sagittarius, I hope you guys enjoy. And, you know, like, comment, all that good stuff.